Okay, now that you know what radians are, let's learn how to properly use them in equations. So if, let's say, we're asked, solve between 0 and 2 pi, cos x minus pi over 12 is equal to 1 over root 2. How are we going to do that? Well, we know that 1 over root 2 is cos 90, no, cos 30 and cos 330. So all we need to do is think about that in radians. If you can't be bothered to do that, right, you can use your calculator and you can put that in terms of, fucking Christ, hold on, let me do that again. Now that we know what radians are, let's learn how to properly use them in an equation. Solve for 0 to 2 pi, cos x minus pi over 12 is equal to 1 over root 2. Well, how do you work out what this thing in the middle is? We have to do the inverse. So x minus pi over 12 is equal to the inverse cos of 1 over root 2, which is the same as, if we put that in radians, we should get a quarter pi, right? And we should also get 315 degrees, which is, that's it in degrees. Hey, even engineers make mistakes. We should also get 9 over 4 pi. Seven over 4 pi. Now that we know how radians work, let's learn how to properly use them in an equation. If we're told that cos x minus pi over 12 is equal to 1 over root 2, how are we going to solve that? Well, the first thing we need to do to find the inside is to do the inverse on both sides. So x minus pi over 12 is going to be 1 over root, the inverse of 1 over root 2. So cos inverse of 1 over root 2, which is the same as pi over 4, which is 45 degrees. Also, we know that this plus the next value should be equal to 2 pi. So this is also 7 pi over 4. Yeah? Now we solve that like a linear equation. So what we'll do is we'll add both sides pi over 12. Not plus minus. And when we do that, x should be equal to a third pi, right? And for my other value of 7 pi over 12, 7 pi over 4, excuse me, we should get 11 over 6 pi. Yeah? So it's the exact same as what we did when we had it in degrees, only this time we're using radians. Do you find this video helpful so far? Well, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video from me. Now let's look at this example. Show that the equation of tan squared x minus 2 tan x minus 6 can be written as tan x is equal to p plus minus q, where p and q are numbers to be found. Well, tan x squared minus, let me just rub that out, minus 2 tan x minus 6 is equal to 0. That's a quadratic, so tan x is equal to 2 plus minus the square root of 2 squared minus 4 times minus 6, all divided by 2, which is the same as 2 plus minus, what's 4 plus 24 root 28 over 2, right? Which is the same as 1 plus minus. What's root 28 the same as? Root 28 is the same as 2 root 7. So this is just going to be 1 plus minus root 7. Yeah? Okay. So now, hence or otherwise, solve between 0 and 3 pi these answers. Well, if tan x is equal to 1 plus root 7, then x is just going to be the inverse tan of that, which is equal to 1.30, okay? And then we're going to add pi to each of these. So, when we do that, we get 4.44, and if we add another pi, we get 7.59, okay? If we add another pi, then it will be more than 3 pi. So those are our final answers for that one. If tan x is going to be 1 minus root 7, then x is just going to be the inverse of that, which is equal to, the first value is going to be a negative, which is negative 1.02, whatever. We can't use that value. So let's add pi to get 2.116 or 2.12, right? We get the next value, which we add another pi, we'll get 5.26. Add another pi, we get 8.39, okay? And then anything more than that, we will get bigger than 3 pi. Remember, it's between 0 and 3 pi. So our final answers are, because we need to put all of these to one decimal place, right? X is going to be 1.3, 4.4, 7.6, 2.1, 5.2, and 8.4. And those are our final solutions. Do you need more help with this topic? Well, join my Discord server and ask me whatever questions you want. For fast responses, guaranteed. Now let's look at this question, which requires a little bit more thought. In the triangle ABC, AB is 5 centimeters, AC is 12 centimeters, ABC is 0.5 radians, and ACB is x radians. Using the sine rule, give your answer to a 3 decimal place for sine x. Okay, well, the first thing we want to do is draw a graph. So I'll label this A, B, and C. We know that AB is 5, AC is 12. We don't know what BC is, that's fine. And we're given that ABC is 0.5 and ACB is going to be x. So let's use the sine rule now. Sine x over 5 is going to be 0.5, sine of 0.5 over 12. And so therefore, sine x is going to be 5 over 12 times sine 0.5, which is the same as, let's plug that into our calculators, 0.1997, which rounds up to 0.200, okay? Now, given that there are 2 possible values for x, find these 2 values, giving your answer to 2 decimal places. all we're going to do to find what x is find the inverse sine of 0.200, which is equal to 0.201 as one of our values, and the other value is going to be this minus pi. So let's do pi minus 0.201, and we get an answer of 2.94. I'm going to get rid of the 1 here just because they want it in 2 decimal places. But the important thing to note is it's exactly the same as if it were degrees. The only thing that changed is the unit of the angle. That is the only thing that has changed. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video made sense. Do you guys like my tutoring style? Do you want to pass your exams with flying colours? Well, you can get taught by me. Drop me an email and we can organise a meeting and a quote. Keep on learning, as you have no idea what you're capable of doing.